everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway.
You know, Peter, even from up here, I can sense a quiet determination from Rivaldo. Someone who's always let his football do the talking.
And his shooting especially, he has one of those genuinely piercing shots.
And tremendous skill as well, and imagination.
Looking tidy in possession here. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Zanetti calmly anticipates. Ødegaard with the foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now, can they get him away? There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Kimmich has the space to scheme. And here comes the corner. Selangor with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's gone looking for safety. Kelantan are looking to go forward now. Zanetti.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Czech claims comfortable. Rivaldo. That's going to go a long way. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. And he's there to make the challenge. Batistuta, always looking for that half a chance.
Selangor are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Van Basten! He's... and again! Glorious! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Rijkaard. Zanetti. Played back into the centre. Looking for options for movement. "15 minutes till half-time. Well, that is one way to stop him. And here's Højlund. And it's Zanetti. It's Ibrahimovic! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Ibrahimovic is offering a wry smile there. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Oh, great leap! harmlessly behind. And he's straight offside. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And here's Ibrahimovic.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Rivaldo. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Cafu. Oh, it's Van Basten. Oh, just skips past Van Basten! Oh, that was no routine save.
Van Basten actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Selangor have their second corner now. Zanetti is there, and he can get that clear. Rivaldo looking to be a menace in the final third. And here's Van Basten. Cafu. Cafu showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Havertz. And it's Rodri. That has not gone well. Ødegaard tries to play it through. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Selangor are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good.
Substitution on the field. Number 14, Ødegaard. Coming on the field.
Down to business again.
Number 5.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
And he shoots! It's off target and by quite a way.
Selangor have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Tries to pass it through. Now there's a fine... Oh, shooting chance! Oh, good finish! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Selangor are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the...
Decent chance! It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
And here's the chance to counter. Not the most accurate pass. Selangor, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Conte, it's a searching pass. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And it's played forward. And it's Van Basten. And he was quick to react. Højlund. Oh, perfectly measured that. He has found the way through. A quick look, thought about cutting inside.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
997.
It's their second corner of the game. And that has been cleared. Zanetti, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, well played, well sorted out. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Corner number 3 coming up. Oh, good climb! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Conte. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And he is dashing. Tries a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So, third corner of the game. Terrific effort! And he's stuck it away! Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Selangor now in a position far more desirable.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
He's had a shot! And needless to say, that deserved better.
A wonderful ball to play him in like that. Great pace, into feet, nearly superb.
Selangor perhaps contemplating their next change here. And here's Højlund. Højlund was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And this is Batistuta. And here's Højlund. And this is Rivaldo. Kimmich. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And he ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. And no surprise, that's a booking. Rijkaard. Pass somewhat off target. Kimmich. Marmoush is the type of player who... Can he finish? Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So now the difference is 3. Marmoush. Now that's well seen too. Højlund. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Højlund is onto this. Rijkaard gets it clear. Højlund. Now is this the final assault? Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Mamouche.
So a chance here, what can they make of it? Looking here to alter the direction of the game.
Number 24, Palmer. Number 13, Shevchenko. Substitution.
Czech pulls off a sensational save. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now the cross, Rivaldo!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he thumps it clear. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Shevchenko. For Palmer. That's an imaginative pass. That is good alertness. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome.
Fantastic win for the boys today.
Your final thoughts, Jim?
Selangor definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We are just getting started. Selangor with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Definitely not one of his best. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now it's Messi. And the pass is intercepted. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Engages and forces him off the ball. He's a sharp little ball here. Chance for a shot! What a wonderful goal!
What a super start! A total shocker for the opponents. Talk about how to wrestle control. That's how you do it.
Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Selangor finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Corner number 2 then. And it's hoisted clear. And that is out of play. And it's Ødegaard. Goes for a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 3 coming up. Costa Curta can get it clear. Kimmich tries one from range. Keeper's not concerned by that.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Up towards the front line. Now it's Rivaldo.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Threads one in. Messi has crossed into the middle. Oh, he's been caught napping. De Jong gets it away. It's Ibrahimovic!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Shoots! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Kelantan really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
And he cuts out the supply. Gets a good foot in there. He might be in here. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos making good progress. Selangor do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Short changes him with that pass. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Now it's Messi. And it's Rijkaard. Looking for a runner.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Now there's a fine ball. Kimmich.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And this is Marmoush. Oh, he's burst through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
De Ligt, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Ibrahimovic. Marmoush is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Roberto Carlos. Cafu. Zanetti. And it's Ibrahimovic.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Højlund! The interplay was really good, but that's where it stops.
Højlund had the chance of finishing off a fabulous move. At least we saw some terrific high-tempo approach play.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, nicely intercepted. And for the first half, that is that. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Selangor coming at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Selangor really need to bring up...
Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So this to pull level. A formality, we're level. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
A picture of confidence, that was never missing.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Now it's Højlund. De Jong can clear it away. Rijkaard. Now it's Højlund. Kimmich. Now it's Batistuta. It's a searching pass, and he was quick to react. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Nicely shaped ball. No, that's been intercepted.
The attendance for this match was 28,997.
And here's Højlund. Marmoush. And it's Kimmich. And this is Batistuta. Oh, played right into his path. He's on it, can he get away? Crosses it, header! And that's a good finish. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really...
Oh, he's been caught on it! Can he finish? Not a bad try by any means.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Marmoush. Can he get on the end of this? And gem! An absolute gem! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly. There's the shot! And it's in! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Ibrahimovic. And he's intervened well there.
Kelantan really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Marmoush. And this is Batistuta. Well, that's surely a foul, free kick. Oh, superb reflexes from the keeper. Oh, nearly. Selangor get their 4th corner.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
He's shifting through the gears here. Cafu. De Ligt makes the interception. And it's Roberto Carlos. That is good alertness. Cafu. Oh, it's come loose. Messi. And smartly reclaimed. And the shot's on here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rivaldo. To Ibrahimovic. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Not the most accurate pass.
Selangor really wanted that 2-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Kimmich. Selangor close now to seeing this one through to the end. No foul, says the referee. And it's Van Basten. Kimmich. Cafu. And he's managed to get free. Hangs one in. And they're quick to get it back. Roberto Carlos! Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Cafu.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Rivaldo. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. Oh, cracking ball. And that is as far as it goes. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Batistuta voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
For our players.
So there it is. What struck you most about that?
What a game. What a show of character. It wasn't looking good at one stage. It was quite flat in the first 40.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Colours, he's going for goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Costa Curta is there, and he can get that clear.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now that looks a decent ball. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Can he finish? Big moment! Massive goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult.
Oh, they could be caught out here. So just the one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. Kimmich, Cafu, Kimmich, Cafu. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And he's what? Chance! And he stuck it away. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Selangor are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Roberto Carlos, a true great in every sense of the word.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Selangor are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to...
It's Ibrahimovic! He's got a goal! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in...
Little doubt, that is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Always going over the top.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there.
Costa Curta cuts it out. Now it's Højlund.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Here comes the cross. It is a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Defending of the desperate variety. And it's Rivaldo. And this is Messi. Produces a cross. Bastoni is there, and he can get that clear. Ball is over the line. Now it's Van Basten. That's a sharp pass. Cafu! Now can he find a finish? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Costa Curta. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Messi. And here's Højlund. Højlund! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Højlund clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. Impressive jump! Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Pinches it off him. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Shot a goal! And another try! And that is doing no harm at all.
Kelantan certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Oh, super find. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Rivaldo. And Zanetti. That's a good foray he's making. Messi. Incoming delivery. Van Basten. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. De Jong. He's had one goal so far. Cafu kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And he's had it nicked away. Tries to play it through. De Jong. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Cafu. And that brings the first half to a close. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Selangor leading, but only just 2 on the scoreline. And here is the first touch of the second half. Ibrahimovic, and here's Højlund, and this is Messi. Kimmich, Bastoni, and there's his chance to lead the counter. That's a cute ball, and he cuts out the supply. Roberto Carlos is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Ibrahimovic. And he's there to get it away. Cafu. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
And again, they're pressing effectively. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Marmoush. Beckenbauer spots it and intercepts. Van Basten looking to add to his goal. Kelantan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
That is good alertness. Rivaldo. Marmoush is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Messi. Oh, this is a very good run. Bastoni is the guilty party there. And he has shown him a yellow card. Chet pulls off a sensational save! So, third corner of the game. Bastoni can get it clear. And it's Roberto Carlos. Passing nice and neat.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
That's an imaginative pass. And he can thump it away. That has not gone well. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Kelantan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Rijkaard. Rivaldo, the specialist in tearing teams apart. And it's Zanetti. No way through. Marmoush. It's Kimmich. This is a promising build-up. Rijkaard. Well-timed, excellent interception. Ambitious ball here. De Ligt promptly onto that, and that is that. Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Rivaldo. Roberto Carlos. Knocks it into space.
Selangor surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Kelantan have got it back and they'll have another go. Rivaldo finding himself in space. Tries to... Getting up there! And a truly agonising miss.
Oh, that was so poor. A very decent chance, and the disappointment is all too obvious.
Coming on the field is number 13, Shevchenko.
Rijkaard. And it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Højlund. De Jong tries to clear. And here's Højlund. Can he get on the end of this? Played in.
He was too tightly marked when that came his way. Not really much he could do.
Cafu simply refused to be outdone there. Great vision.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rijkaard, and here's Messi. And that has been cleared. And the shot! It's in! And right near the end, we have parity. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Now it's Højlund.
2 added minutes.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Højlund. He's having a pop! And kept out by... That's it! There will be time for no more. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things already rolling. Oh, that is a good ball to find him.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender.
Oh, he's having a go! Oh, he's been caught napping. No way through, so back it comes. Højlund. What a throw in. Rodri. Yeah, that looks a decent ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Cafu. Marmoush. Oh, nicely intercepted. De Ketelaere. Now it's Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Ibrahimovic clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Bastoni can get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's De Ketelaere. Roberto Carlos. And this is Van Basten. He's through here. Chance, surely! He's delivered all right! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
Selangor already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Great vision.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nicely aimed pass. Cafu. Now it's Kimmich. Well, that pass isn't the best. Rijkaard.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Threads one in. Ibrahimovic picks it up out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Ball oh, good effort! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Batistuta, and he's got away from it. Takes a shot! And that's in! They are purring, truly purring. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Selangor are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Højlund showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Played into space. Oh, Red, nice interception.
Selangor are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop. Shoots! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Kimmich. And it's Roberto Carlos. Marmoush. Good effort from distance. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, what has happened here? Cafu plays it in. And the keeper beats it away. In once more. He leaps for it. Yes! And they're threatening to fly away here. A great delivery and a finish to match.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
A case now of complete control.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
That's good running with the ball. And here's Højlund. Rodri. And here's Højlund. Højlund was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Ibrahimovic. And that has been cleared. And it's Rijkaard. And here's the Ketelara. And this is Ibrahimovic.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
This ended up in no man's land. Roberto Carlos.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And here's Højlund. To Ketelara. Marmoush. Tries to pass it through. To Ketelara. Can he finish? That's another chance. Now, who's going to be first to this? And again! He's got a goal! What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under...
And that is all they have time for.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Oh, we've been blessed with a goal-laden first half. 3-1 is the half-time score. And so the action is resumed. And no, that was never going to make it. Cafu, nicely shaped ball. Cafu is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Ibrahim, and the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Ibrahimovic actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. Towering header! And no mistake. It is an explosive start to the second half. Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Kelantan now just needing one.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Rivaldo. Space for him to turn and look. No, didn't quite have the weight on it. And reclaimed it in a trice. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Pass somewhat off target. And this is Batistuta. Tries a shot! Oh, good finish! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
And that means just one thing. Match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Selangor go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
De Ketelaere.
Oh, really well played. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box, they just need a good delivery.
It's a goal kick. Rijkaard. It's Roberto Carlos. Kimmich. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Nicely weighted ball. De Ketelaere's cross.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
And it's been hooked away. Kelantan have it back and can go again. It's run loose here. And he can thump it away. And that's a throw-in.
Substitution on the field. Number 14, Ødegaard. Number 18, Van Basten. Coming on the field, number 5, Conte. Number 16, Rodri.
And he's managed to gift it back. Selangor do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Nice looking ball. Costa Curta gets across to intercept that. Costa Curta. Rijkaard. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Can he get on the end of this? Now there's a... Can he finish? And a neat finish! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. Was there ever any doubt?
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. It's starting to look like a done deal now. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, good spread. He's picked his way through. Cross from... Getting up there! It's a goal! They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
How many? Just how many? Selangor are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Now it's Batistuta. Rivaldo. Rodri. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Højlund. Rijkaard clears it away. Now it's Højlund. Marmoush. Cafu. Ambitious ball here. De Ligt calmly anticipates. 5 minutes to add. Cafu. And this is Batistuta. And Batistuta! Oh, there was plenty on that. Cafu. And we're done. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw.
They came,
Batistuta, very much the hero in this game.
Thank you everyone for your support today.
Your final thoughts, Jim?
Selangor definitely impressing me here, especially the way...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things already rolling. Now it's Højlund. De Jong gets a foot in here. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Roberto Carlos.
I'll be accused of bias here, but I can't overlook the great professional that is Javier Zanetti.
How's that bias, Jim? He just has the lot. He has such class, doesn't he?
That's it, an oozer of class and an example to all aspiring footballers. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Tries to get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Marmoush. Kimmich. Nicely weighted. Højlund! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's been caught on it here! And it's pulled back. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Batistuta. In with the challenge. Aims beyond the defence. And he can thump it away. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. He's on it. Can he get away? Throwing. Now it's Van Basten. That is lovely. Oh, he's having a go! And that was precious close.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
No goals as yet. Cafu. Oh, easy pickings there. And here's the Ketelada. Now there's a real chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And he's heaved it away. And it's Zanetti.
Ibrahimovic really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Cafu is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Højlund. This looks promising. Oh, good spread. And he cuts out the supply. Roberto Carlos. That is ended up in no man's land. Not the most accurate pass. That ball looks a good one.
Might want to be careful there.
And he's there to make the challenge. De Ketelada. And it's Kimmich. And they are prompt with their pressing.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Højlund. Kimmich. Marmoush. And here's Ibrahimovic. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Kimmich. Marmoush. And it's Ødegaard. Van Basten. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And here's Ibrahimovic. Rivaldo quietly revving up. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Ibrahimovic. Marmoush gets over and intercepts. That has not gone well. And here's Højlund. Lovely bit of skill. And it's hoisted clear. Højlund, and he shoots! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Crosses it in here. And that has been cleared. Marmoush. Cafu. It's a pretty loose pass.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
To Ketelada. Can he finish? They've scored! And deep into first half stoppage time. A timely strike. And that is indeed the final act. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Selangor go in at half-time with a game to chase.
We believe the boys
It's
can
been
turn
a
around.
pretty tepid display.
Of course they will.
They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So straight into the second half.
Selangor can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Rivaldo. It's a good spell of possession. It's Ibrahimovic! Brilliant! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Kelantan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
That is good alertness. Looking for the run. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Shot, surely!
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Bastoni.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
That's an imaginative pass. And he was quick to react. 60 minutes played.
This match was 29,514.
Oh, that's a key interception. Marmoush. Van Basten. Cafu. Knocks it into space. Oh, played right into his path. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Look at the space here. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Van Basten.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, no joy this time. And he's gone looking for safety. That has been cut short.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
And that has left him in a heap. Marmoush with a definite fell there. And it's Rivaldo. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's lost his man here. Batistuta unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Selangor are looking to break at pace. Oh, that's clever. Batistuta. Roberto Carlos. Ødegaard. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Now it's Van Basten. And he's intervened well there. And it's Ibrahimovic. Roberto Carlos. Another pass, just keeps it ticking. Shoots! Roberto Carlos goes long. And here's Ibrahimovic. And that's another good win of the ball. He's dealt with that really well. Ødegaard. Tries to play it through.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Oh, nicely intercepted.
Selangor are stuck in Central Station, and they might find the fast track out wide if they care to look.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Batistuta. Costa Curta clears. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. Oh, it's Batistuta. Very nicely done. Ødegaard. Roberto Carlos. Showing good feet. Van Basten! Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
To replace him is number 13,
Cafu.
Shevchenko.
Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Shevchenko.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And it's Shevchenko. It's played through for him. And this is Batistuta.
That's good defensive concentration.
And this is shooting chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Now this could... Can he finish?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's quick to return it. Ødegaard. And here's Batistuta. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Now that looks a decent ball. This looks promising.
This is the time you need that pace.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, the Belgian boy, De Ketelaere, is worth a mention, Peter. He's got a great mix of creativity, versatility and tenacity. He's got everything a playmaker needs, and of course, his team will no doubt be looking to him to get them going here.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Ødegaard.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That's good vision. Deftly away. No, that's been intercepted. Neither side yet able to find the net. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Marmoush is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. And he whips it in. That's going to go a long way. And that's been won straight back. And this is Batistuta, and Batistuta! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Batistuta is offering a wry smile there.
Selangor with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And a header! And he's heaved it away. Threads one in. Ødegaard is onto this. Corner number 2 then. He leaps for it! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Selangor really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Cafu. De Ketelaere. And it's Ibrahimovic. Selangor.
Really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Well, it's Batistuta. Zanetti. Has a look and plays it forward. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And he thumps it clear. De Ketelaere. And the counter is on. Ødegaard. Marmoush. Nice looking ball. Great ball. Batistuta! And it's a goal! And we have liftoff.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter.
Little doubt, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Missed by a fraction. Selangor are 1-up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Now it's Rivaldo. It's Rivaldo!
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Rijkaard with the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Van Basten. Nicely weighted ball. Batistuta gets flagged offside. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
We are into overtime. Cafu. Kimmich has the space to scheme. Costa Curta tries to clear. So a temporary halt to the action. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Selangor leading by 1 at the break.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Selangor leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. And we are back on the way.
Selangor can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Rivaldo. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And it's Rivaldo. And he's intervened well there. Keeper's got good distance on that. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
This might spell danger. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Selangor just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. He can run onto that. Costa Curta spots it and intercepts. Some really good ball movement. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Rivaldo really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
To Ketelara.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Time and again they are repelled. Probing pass, chips it through, and this is Batistuta. Roberto Carlos. Well, that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And no surprise, that's a booking. Oh, well hit, very well hit, actually. Roberto Carlos, a true great in every sense of the word. And it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Rivaldo running with intent.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
De Ligt. And he's found a way past. De Ligt cuts out the pass.
Selangor surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And here's the Ketelara. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cafu. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's managed... Van Basten! Oh, and that should have been two.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
Number 18.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That's beautifully weighted. He's shifting through... And Shevchenko! And it's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Selangor are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Marmoush. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Rivaldo. Ibrahimovic. Rijkaard pulls off an exemplary piece of defending.
Has been indicated.
This is Batistuta. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Costa Curta. And he's been shifted off it. Looking for the run. And he shoots! Oh, how good is he? He's got himself an absolute peach.
The goal scorer!
And that's it. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome.
Please put your hands together, everyone,
Batistuta
and
picking
give
up the
our
Man
boys
of the
a round
Match
of
award,
applause for a job
and no
well
surprise
done.
there. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Selangor definitely impressing me.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, the stage is set. Goes for the shot! Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in. It's rare for me to look at a fullback as a potential match winner, Peter, but with Roberto Carlos, I can make an exception.
Not a defender at all, is he? He's a winger more than that.
Exactly, the Brazilian Express, up and down the line all the time, and a taker of audacious free kicks.
Ødegaard. And it's Roberto Carlos. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Oh, good-looking ball.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Can he finish? And he can thump it away. Zanetti. Batistuta. Now it's Van Basten. Batistuta receives it in a good position here. He's a sharp little ball here. Each side mirroring the other in terms of chances created here, one each for now. It's gone for a throw-in. And it's Ødegaard. Ødegaard going face-to-face with his great rival, driving through the middle. Now there's a fine ball. First quarter of an hour gone. Ødegaard unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's De Ketelaere. He's found a way through. He's in a great position here. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. The major moment in the game. Oh no, he's managed to miss it.
I never really looked comfortable over that. I had a feeling this might happen.
Looking for a runner. That's beautifully weighted. Roberto Carlos. Cross in.
Well played and well cleared.
De Ketelaere.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And this is Rivaldo. He's shifting through the gears here. And a header! No, not the best of headers.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
Still goalless. Great vision. And this is It's Van Basten! Zanetti. Selangor.
Really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run.
Van Basten! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Selangor with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Kelantan looking to go forward now. In with the challenge. Roberto Carlos, a true great in every sense of the word. Knocks it into space. And here's De Ketelaere. Real chance! Selangor do have a chance to counter here. Marmoush. Kimmich. Marmoush. Now it's Batistuta. Can he get on the end of this? Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just...
Ødegaard! And Julio Cesar somehow saves it. And he's managed to get rid. Cafu. Good ball, good take. Well read, and the danger is averted. He's got away.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Batistuta. And this is Roberto Carlos. Takes a shot! And he's done it! And we have liftoff! Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Selangor have fired themselves in front.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Bastoni gets his final warning. Well, it's Ibrahimovic! It's a goal! They're level in a trice.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Oh, what's he giving here? Selangor presented with a golden opportunity here. The keeper doing his best to put him off. And he's stuck it away! The time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
Selangor with the lead. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chance for a shot! Well taken goal. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
There will be 3 minutes at
That
a time.
was a given, it always was.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So again, we have parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And he's straight offside. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Selangor are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Well, it has been a high-octane first half, full of action, both sides with 2 goals going in at half-time. The second half is up and running. Batistuta. That's a good ball out wide. It's a pretty loose pass. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. Kimmich. Aimed beyond the defence. And a chance! And that was probably asking just too much.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
De Jong cuts out the pass. And this is Marmoush. And he's intervened well there. Cafu. Nice looking ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Kelantan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Match was 28,599.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. He's through here. There's the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Roberto Carlos getting this one clear. So, third corner of the game. De Ligt gets it away. And it's Kimmich. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And now a sudden chance to counter. Passing is crisp and sharp. Zanetti did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Rijkaard did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Kimmich. Nicely aimed pass. Not the most convincing of passes. Looking for the run, and it's been played through. Thinks about the shot. And the finish!
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Keeper has taken decisive action. Selangor have the chance to go the other way. Looking for options for movement. Julio Cesar with the clearance. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Roberto Carlos. Bastoni. Now Ødegaard. And this is Batistuta. Great ball. Big chance! And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
Batistuta has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Oh, great leap! He will be livid with himself. Zanetti. Marmoush does well to get it back. Batistuta. Julio Cesar can clear it away. Marmoush. Oh, good take in a good area.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Ødegaard clears without hesitation. Julio Cesar getting this one clear. Some good work on the right flank here. And it's Ibrahimovic. Marmoush is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Nicked it back promptly.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
That is good alertness. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Van Basten. Probing pass. Well timed, excellent interception. And that's it. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?